The process of inscribing La in the Valley originated with the initiative of a 16-year-old young girl, Magdalena Müllner, who discovered that Jews had lived in her hometown of La before the Holocaust. Her curiosity and intensive research led to the founding of the Lad Niskor Society, chaired by her father, Franz Müllner, and the establishment of a commemorative monument honoring the Jewish citizens of La who were murdered in the Holocaust. I'm honored to invite Mr. Franz Müllner.
Dear ladies and gentlemen, we are standing here on a day of joy. We celebrate this day with people who came from all over the world because they share a relation to this little Jewish community which existed in the small town La until 1938. This day is also a day of gratitude. I want to thank Yad Vashem and all those who made this event possible. It's a day to pause for a moment and recall the past. It started 20 years ago with the first questions about this Jewish community. Often enough, its existence was denied back then. 8 years ago, the society Lad Niskor was founded to remember the Jews which had been driven away or murdered. At that point, we had realized that we needed to form a society in order to be taken seriously by Austrian politicians. Again and again, we heard the sad statement by former Jewish citizens of La. Nothing here reminds of us. We are here in Yad Vashem, a place that was created to return names to the victims of the Holocaust. I have never experienced the meaning of a name more than in this sadly spoken sentence. It was very important for my family to offer those who returned for a visit a little piece of their lost home in our house. A highlight of our efforts was the presentation of the memorial of the vanished Jewish community in La, which took place in our city 5 years ago. It was designed by the American architect Uri Jockel, the son of Felix Jockel, who was born and raised as part of the Jewish community of La. Quite a few of those who were with us back then are here today. This date marked the point of no return. Nobody in La could ever state again that there was no Jewish community in town. The memorial and our website have been a center of attention ever since. Both will be continue to make people ask about the fate of the families listed in granite, as well in virtual space. It's our mission to save these families from being forgotten, because only those who are forgotten are truly dead. Today, we are excited about this new step towards the goal, the engraving of last Jewish community in the Valley of Communities. Without commemoration, there can't be any positive future. But it hurts to remember because it also places a spotlight on the negative features of a people. Still, we have dedicated ourselves to this task because we strongly believe that the first step towards healing is to open a wound and look at it, even though it hurts. We need to face our history in relentless honesty. We need to instill deep respect for the Shoah victims. We need to engage in pedagogical discussions with future generations. That's the opening of wounds that I mean. I sincerely hope that Laatius Corps will be able to make a small contribution to this important task. Thank you for your attention.
Just 1 second. I would like to ask your daughter also to come up here, please. We would like to present you something, a small token of our gratitude from Yad Vashem. Sorry. These are the last letters from the Shoah, which had been written by people who had been sent on transports, and the letters that they write to their families. So this is for you. And this is an album of the new exhibition of the new museum. So this is for you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much
Thank
for
you.
being here. Thank you for everything you're doing.
Thank you.
Very much. Thank you. I'm honored now to invite Mr. Gidon Eckhaus, chairman of the Central Committee of Jews from Austria and Israel. He will speak in Hebrew. I will later translate into English. Please. I will translate now. Dear friends, I will speak in Hebrew, the language of the Ten Commandments and of the Bible, and also the language of the Jews who were brought to the camps and sung in Hebrew Shema Israel before they were killed. The organization of former Austrians in Israel are very happy to welcome you here at Yad Vashem in Jerusalem, the capital of Israel. We're honoring Mr. Müllner, who was the driving force to get together those who are living in La and Thaya in Austria. It was not an easy task to get their addresses. We would also like to thank Hannah Hintz for helping organize this event here in Jerusalem. We appreciate the presence of the representative of the Austrian embassy in Israel, Mrs. Fegel. Dear friends, thank you for wanting to come here to commemorate together all those who lived in La Thaya before the Anschluss and who perished during the war. Here at Yad Vashem, we remember the 6 million Jewish people and more, many of them children, who perished as well. I'm sure that during your stay in Israel, you're happy to see what the Zionist movement and its pioneers, many Holocaust survivors, also from Austria, have accomplished in spite of the many hurdles that were standing in their way. We hope that the remembrance of the Shoah will give hope to our people here and everywhere in the world. And I and the members of the organization wish you a pleasant stay in Israel. I also give my thanks to Yad Vashem. Eufen weg steht a Bäum was written by Itzik Manger and will be sung for us again by Betty Klein, please.
Auf dem Weg steht der Bäum, steht eingebeugen, Alle Vögel von dem Bäum seinen sich zerflogen. 3 kein Mare, 3 kein Misrach und der Rest kein Dure. Und dem Bäum gelost allein, efter Fahrt dem Sture. Sog ich zu der Mammen her, soll's mir noch nicht sterben, weil ich Mama 1 und 2 bald auf Vögel wären. Ich will sitzen auf den Bäumen und will ihm verwegen. Ich bin ein Winter mit der Trist, mit der schönen Nigen. Oi, dari, 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 da. Ai, dari, 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 da. Sagt die Mame mit dem Kind und sie weint mit Tränen. Fest Cholile auf den Bäumen mir verfreuen werden. Sag ich, Mama, sie ist ein Schott, deine schöne Augen. Und nicht der was und nicht der wen, bin ich mir erfreut. Wenn die Mama in sich kreuen, sie Gottes Willen, nimmt sich mit der Schalikel, kennt sich noch verkielen. Die Kaloschen zu sich an, es geht ein scharfer Winter. Und die Kutschmen nehm euch mit, weh es mir und wind mir. Hai, dari, 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 da. Hai, dari, 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 hai, dari, da. Und aus Winterleibel nimm, tu es an, du Scheute. Ob du willst nicht sein kein Gast, zwischen alle Teute. Heb die Fliegel, es ist mir schwer, zu viel Sachen. Hat die Mame angetan, ihr Fegele dem Schwachen. Guck ich treurig mir rein, in mein Mames Augen. So die Liebschaft nicht gelos wären mir a Vogel. Auf den Weg steht a Bäum, steht eingebeugen. Alle Vögel von dem Bäum seinen sich zerflogen. Hai, dari, 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 da. Hai, dari,